As and when you are done with reading, see, पहला step क्या था? Learning objectives करना. Second step is read the chapter. Now third step is come directly to the concept map of this chapter. Just a minute, I'll just go to the page number of concept map. Yes, here you can see the concept map. Okay, it has been mentioned here. Now you are done with the chapter. Believe me, कुछ नहीं करने की जरूरत है. You have, as I have told, second step आपका था कि you have to just read this chapter. जैसे ही रीडिंग खत्म हुआ, डोंट वरी, नहीं समझा, आई एग्री. Do one thing, as and when you have read it, just go through the question answers which has been given here. Just read this question answers which has been kind of provided in the chapter. ठीक है, just see, fill in the blanks है, match the following से, read it. That's totally fine. Try to understand question क्या पूछ रहा है जैसे ही आपका first reading हो जाए. ठीक है, as and when you have gone through the questions, now you have to just come back to the concept map. And this is the main thing which will help you during your exams to kind of tackle with that questions which you don't know or which you are not aware of. Okay, so let me just give you an idea of this concept map. So just do one thing. Here you can see this concept map is divided in two parts, that is sources of information on medieval period and medieval India. ठीक है, तो just do one thing, just read it. अब ये जो पैराग्राफ है ये आपको बताने वाला है कि medieval period और medieval India उस समय कैसा था, उसका कंडीशंस क्या थे. ओके, सो जस्ट रीड इट. फ्रॉम 8th century to 18th century CE medieval period was there. ओके, तो इससे एक आइडिया लग गया. नाउ डिफरेंट नेम्स ऑफ इंडिया और डिफरेंट नेम्स फॉर इंडिया, जम्बूद्वीप, भारतवर्ष, हिप्त हिंदू, सप्त सिंधु, आर्यवर्त, हिंदुस्तान एंड हिंदुस्तान was the names during that particular time for India. Now next point is given, that is political conditions. Now after reading these three lines you will be knowing, you will be getting an idea. ठीक है, you will be not getting a deep kind of understanding, but you will be getting an idea कि उस समय political conditions कैसा था during medieval period. Here you can see scramble for territorial possession which caused further disintegration of the country. You can see there was a lot more territorial possessions. What do you mean by territorial possessions? That means that every new king was trying to dominate some part of land so that he can be powerful. So here you will be seeing which led to indirectly disintegration of the country. ठीक है, अब अगर सब चाहेंगे कि हम इतना लैंड कैप्चर कर ले तो एक ऐसा मोमेंट आएगा जहां पे इंडिया और एनी कंट्री विल डिवाइड इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स. सो पॉलिटिकल कंडीशन वाज दिस, wherein every king was just fighting for to gain command for land. So this was the political condition. So आपको political condition का आइडिया लग गया कि kings were fighting for land. ठीक है, next is social organization and attitude. Now what was the society during that point and what was their attitude? Okay, here you can see 3 or 4 pointers, that is common woman confined to homes. Woman was not kind of getting an opportunity to go out or to express their thoughts in the society. Child marriage was very prevalent. Next is polygamy and bonded labor. These were some of the common factors or common kind of things which happened or society I can see during that time, which was happening during that time. So as and when you read this आपको पता लग जाएगा कि यार social condition was not good for women. Okay, child marriage also, no one the people who belongs from lower category can't gain the education and all. Okay, bonded labor system था and etc. तो you can get the idea कि वो society कैसा था, आइडिया मिल गया. अब आते हैं हम economic condition पे. What was the economic condition? Here you can see great disparity of wealth between the upper classes and the masses. You can see the wealth was divided, as in what I want to say is the wealth was more with upper classes and remaining was distributed in the masses. So here you can see the economic condition, wherein the if a person belongs from upper class, he will be having a more wealth. So here you can understand the economic condition by reading only these 3 lines. Next is religion. Here you will be seeing there will be 2 reformist movements, Sufism and Bhakti. These 2 movements rise. Bhakti and Sufism. Here you can know what was the kind of religion उस समय क्या emerge हुआ during medieval period. So this was all about medieval India. अब जैसे ही आपने ये पढ़ लिया आपको आइडिया लग गया medieval period कब से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, उसका नाम इंडिया का उस समय क्या था, what was the political condition, society, economic condition and religion. You got a glimpse. Just next, that is sources of information of medieval period. आपने you remember, you have just read in during first chapter learning objectives में. I'll just show you. Okay, just a minute. I'll just show you learning objectives में आपने पढ़ा था कि just a minute, I'll just give you a glimpse. Yes, you can see here to understand how historians use different sources for reconstructing the period. ठीक है, ये third point पढ़ा था और अब now you just come to concept map. You just see here. Just a minute. Here you can see sources of information on medieval period here. Okay, now what was the sources during medieval period which help us to build medieval history? Okay, here you can see literary sources. What are literary sources? Literary means written. So literary sources are the written records in the form of chronicles, commentaries, royal orders, firmans, folklore, dramas, autobiographies, biographies, etc. Okay, these comes under literary sources. Written records help us to kind of build or get an idea during that period. Now next is accounts of foreign travelers. Now what do you mean by this? See, during that time many kings were kind of very eager to know about the different conditions or different religions of different parts of the world. So they used to send some foreigners or foreign travelers, I can say, to different country to go and study of that particular part or religion. Okay, in different countries. Okay, so there were some accounts of foreign travelers. What do you mean by accounts? Accounts mean the written records which they have maintained as in when they gone to that particular country and what was their experience during that time. So here you will be finding Ibn Battuta, Rihla, Abu Razak account on Kingdom of Vijayanagar, accounts of Marco Polo, etc. These were some foreign travelers, famous foreign travelers who maintained some written records as in when they visited in different parts of the kind of state, I can say, or different parts of the country during that time. Next comes archaeological sources. Now what do you mean by archaeological sources? Archaeologists, like, see, the one who studies of old palaces, temples, buildings, coins, utensils, weapons, ornaments, inscriptions, etc. You have seen in movies wherein some person is standing with kind of he is just digging the land and he is just finding some sources of bones. They are the archaeologists. So we can also get an help to construct medieval history with the help of archaeological sources by studying of different scriptures and all. Next comes temple archaeology. Now temple play a very important role in during that time. So this is during that time. Here you can see the Brihadishwar temple at Tanjore and Sun temple at Konark. These were the finest art during that time, which also can give an idea of the economic condition. Okay, क्योंकि temples में लिखा होगा, ठीक है, तो वी कैन गेट आर्ट्स, आर्किटेक्चर. अब आर्ट्स एंड आर्किटेक्चर तभी प्रेवलेंट होगा उस समय जब इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन अच्छा होगा. इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन तभी अच्छा होगा जब पॉलिटी अच्छा होगा, है ना. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस. नेक्स्ट कम्स कॉइन्स. नाउ इफ इकोनॉमी इज गुड, ठीक है, तो यू विल फाइंड डिफरेंट कॉइन्स. कॉइन्स, व्हाट इज कॉइन्स? इट इज अ स्टडी ऑफ कॉइन्स इज नोन एज न्यूमिस्मैटिक्स. ठीक है. So the study of coins is known as numismatics. याद रखना, शायद ये fill the blanks में भी आ जाए. Next comes inscriptions. What do you mean by inscriptions? Study of inscriptions written on stone surfaces, copper plates and temple walls is called epigraphy. ठीक है. ऐसे inscriptions या फिर ऐसे written records जो kind of लिखा हुआ हो stone surfaces पे, पत्थर पे, which for example you can find the kind of Ashokan pillar जहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है, there are some certain records. Next is copper plates, temple walls, etc. Next comes paintings. Now paintings help us to identify the culture during that period. Miniature painting developed during Mughal rule. ठीक है. So this was all about this chapter. ये चैप्टर आपको सिर्फ इतना ही बताना चाहता है कि मिडाइवल इंडिया कब से स्टार्ट हुआ, उसका पॉलिटिकल कंडीशन क्या था, सोशल कंडीशन क्या था, इकोनॉमी क्या थी, रिलीजन क्या था, और ये सब चीज आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए व्हाट आर द सोर्सेस व्हिच वी काइंड ऑफ टेक टू हेल्प टू बिल्ड द मिडाइवल इंडिया. ठीक है. तो जहां पे सोर्सेस यू कैन सी लिटरेरी सोर्सेस, अकाउंट्स, archaeological sources, temple archaeology, coins, inscriptions, paintings. These were some things which help us to build medieval India. So this was all about this chapter. Now, as and when you have read this concept map, आपको idea लग गया कि ये chapter क्या बताना चाहता है और इस chapter में क्या है. As and when you are done with this, just come again, read again this all kind of question answers which has been mentioned here. Just read it. I assure you that आधे से ज्यादा आपका क्वेश्चन आंसर्स आप ऐसे सॉल्व कर लोगे. ठीक है, आपको जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट मी जस्ट टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. यहाँ पे मेंशन है क्वेश्चन नंबर ई, डिस्क्राइब द इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन ऑफ मिडाइवल इंडिया. यहाँ पे मेंशन है क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. डोंट वरी, आपको ये पता है कि मिडाइवल इंडिया का इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन क्या था. जस्ट कम हियर एंड जस्ट रीड दिस. हियर यू कैन सी द पैराग्राफ मिडाइवल इंडिया. ओके, हियर नाउ जस्ट सी द इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन. क्या लिखा है यहाँ पर? ग्रेट डिस्पैरिटी ऑफ वेल्थ बिटवीन द अपर क्लासेस एंड द मासेस. आपने 3 लाइंस पढ़ा, आपको आइडिया लग गया कि यस, ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस वाज नॉट काइंड ऑफ, इट वाज गुड, बट द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वेल्थ वाज नॉट गुड. Okay, as in the people belonging from upper classes was holding most of the wealth. So you think कि जो common people है उनका economic condition क्या होगा, ठीक है? तो in this way you can easily build this answer. Same goes with this. Just a minute. Same goes with anything. Here you can see ये जो concept map दिया है इसमें से this question can be easily answered with the help of concept map. Let me just take one more example. Differentiate between archaeological sources and literary sources. Okay, now just come to concept map. Here you can find, see, just a minute. Here you can see, यहाँ पे देखो. Okay, here you can see archaeological sources. क्या है archaeological sources? यहाँ पे study of old palaces, temples, building, coins, utensils, weapons, ornaments and inscriptions. एक बार आपको पता चल गया कि archaeological sources मतलब क्या? जो लोग with they study the palaces, temples, buildings, you know, जो written records है temples पे वगैरह वगैरह, they just read this. आपको आइडिया लग गया archaeological sources क्या है, literary sources क्या है, written records. Now you think you can't just differentiate between them. What are written records? You can just make your own points. Written records are records which forms chronicles, commentaries, royal orders, formats, etc. Biographies written records में आएगा. Archaeological sources में क्या? It is the study of old palaces. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्सेस में एक पैलेस है तो उसका हिस्ट्री जो हम पढ़ेंगे दैट इज नोन एज आर्कियोलॉजी. ठीक है, एक विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेम्पल, बिल्डिंग, कॉइन्स, उस समय की कॉइन्स की हेल्प से वी विल जस्ट ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई द कंडीशन ऑफ मिडिवल इंडिया. सो you can easily, what I want to say is you can easily answer these questions only but just memorizing this concept map. Just once memorize this concept map, as and when you are done you can easily answer these questions. ठीक है, so let me just give you again kind of what will be the step before beginning with the chapter. First step is read the chapter. Just a minute, I'll just show you. Okay, now first step will be to just read this chapter. ठीक है, पहला स्टेप होगा, सॉरी, फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. जस्ट रीड दिस लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. एज एंड व्हेन यू आर डन विथ लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, आपको पता चलेगा कि हाँ दीज 3 थिंग्स आई एम गोइंग टू लर्न फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर. देन रीड द चैप्टर अकॉर्डिंग टू योर स्पीड. Try to understand what that particular paragraph is saying to you. As and when you are done, just read the third step is to read the question answers. As and when you are done with question answers, just move back and then read this concept map. As and when you are reading this concept map, आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा कि this concept map is helping us to answer these questions indirectly. Okay? जैसे थर्ड स्टेप हो गया आपका, फोर्थ स्टेप आपने concept map read कर लिया. Again, fifth step is to read these questions and answer it. It's that simple. Believe me, you can easily, kind of learn this chapter or every chapter of history with this method. ठीक है? तो always remember this 5 steps. So we'll be meeting in next video. Take care.